last time I was on here was probably about the Tennessee trip. So, I just want to discuss a little further about like what my dad has, what I have, and a little advice that I have. I have lupus SLE, JRA, which turned into just an RA, and narcolepsy. My dad has ALS and FTD. First up is my lupus SLE. It's autoimmune disease that attacks whatever body tissue at once. So I was diagnosed with this at 13, as well as JRA. I was actually in a clinical study, so that was cool. So basically, my SLE, for me at least, mainly attacks skin, my stomach a lot, believe it or not. It can attack like lungs, heart, stuff like that, and my joints. My JRA attacks mainly my joints because it's arthritis. It's also autoimmune, so basically it's just my body hating it. Cool. So, I still have issues. It's pretty much under control, but I still have issues. I get into a lot of pain. I don't do well in the heat. I don't do well in the cold at all. I am a freeze fever. I hate the cold. But I live in Ohio. I do have joint stiffness in the morning. In the morning, it takes me about an hour to get out of bed. And then my narcolepsy is I don't produce enough chemicals in my brain to keep me awake. So sometimes it like I'll be falling asleep. My zoning out is me falling asleep. Whenever I first wake up, my brain is not awake. So I'll drop things, especially when I'm emotional because my body's trying to shut down. Stuff like that. I fall a lot. Very clumsy. I actually have a funny story about that. So I'm terrified of reptiles and all that, and I have to make that swim quick. But because my brain wasn't fully awake, I also live on like an old hog farm, and I have horses and goats, so I was giving them their hay. And I just looked, and I saw a snake, and because my brain wasn't fully awake, I didn't respond. I was just like, whatever. Kept on going. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, but it's fine. I also text sometimes in my sleep. It's bad because I don't recall what I said, especially Snapchat. I'll be like, whew. I take medications for all those. I have my scheduled naps, which my next nap is actually coming up pretty soon. But I wanted to get this done real quick so I can explain a little bit further on all this. I'm also my dad's caretaker. I'm a college student as well. I am studying forensic biology with also a major in political science and minor in criminal justice because I want to fix the justice systems because it's corrupted. So there's that. I would really like to become a coroner. It'd be cool, I feel. I'm into all that, or at least work in a forensic lab, because a lot of people get framed for different things that they didn't do, and if I'm working in the lab, I can provide evidence that they did not do that, or that somebody else did, you know. Anyways, getting into my dad's stuff, he has ALS and FTD. His is a genetic mutation, which is the C9 gene, which I could also have. I haven't gotten tested for that yet because, like, I kind of want to secure like life insurance or something like that first, because they don't cover you if you have that. But so basically the gist of it, the ALS is killing his muscles, while the FTD, which is frontotemporal dementia, is killing his brain. It's killing the front and sides parts of his brain. It's killing the front and temporal lobes, which control speech, eating, personality, your decision making, all that. So yeah, he's on medication for that. He has his walker for now. He's still able to walk, which we're super thankful for. Still able to talk, which again we're super thankful for. Because you just don't know when one day he's not gonna have his voice or he's not gonna be able to get out of bed on his own. So we're super thankful for all of that, even though it is a lot harder because a year ago, for where he was at a year ago to now is completely different. So it sucks, but we learned to live. We've learned to adapt. My mom's a huge advocate because our FDA sucks. And when you ask for stuff to help combat COVID for these patients, you are sent a body bag. So, because there's no medication in the States to like try to help it or try to slow the progression. There is in the UK. And I would most definitely would take my dad over there, but you know, COVID, and it's not safe. So maybe one day he'll get a dose of that. It's a lot of money to pay though. But the FDA does not want to put in the money to help these people out. At a protest, they would rather send them body bags, so that sucks. A little bit more about us. We're also Native American, so grew up as a minority. It's fun. I was actually the Native American princess in the Lorraine International Association. We are mainly Cherokee, so I wore my tear dress. We are also Lakota. I did not grow up on the res though, so I'm still learning about the culture and the proper culture. My grandparents and my mom have been like a huge help in that because we still do native things. Like we eat fry bread and we still do the things, but like appropriate, like I want to know what's appropriate and not and stuff like that. So like I do my own research. I am a huge advocate for them. And also like if you guys are like going through any of this, like if you have autoimmune diseases and chronic illnesses and terminal illnesses, because that's what my dad has, like aside from all of that, or if you're watching your parent go through it or you're watching your friend go through it, live life. Like I would love to be able to like be a normal 21-year-old. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't trade the life that I have right now. Being narcoleptic means like I sleep a lot, so it's not like I really did much before because I was always sleeping because my brain was like, hey, like it's might be, you know, noon, you just woke up 2 hours ago, but it's bedtime already. Like, that's how fast I would run out of energy. I would wake up some days and immediately go back to bed because I was also misdiagnosed with depression at one point. I did have PTSD. It was a short-term PTSD from my best friend passing away. I still go see my therapist though, now that we have insurance again, because yeah, that's another story for another time. But so I still go see her, and I'm still working through it. You know, it's still hard. I still have my bad days just like anybody else. But it's pretty controlled. I'm pretty proud of that. Also, like, if you don't know too much about FTD, it's not like the normal dementia. It's not like Alzheimer's or anything like that. It mainly occurs, it's the most common dementia in people under the age of 60. So, and the earliest that you can start developing symptoms is like in your 20s. It is misdiagnosed as depression because that's what they accidentally misdiagnosed my dad with that. And ADHD as well. Those were like the early symptoms mimic a lot like those two things. But all I have to say is like live your life. Like I know this is kind of all over the place because of the medication that I am on for my narcolepsy. Kind of makes me like scatterbrained a little bit, so like next time I'll probably like write out something before I do this. But live your life. That's all I can say. Like, take in the little moments. Whenever you are in a room of people, like, just look around and be like, wow, like, how lucky am I to have all of these people here with me? Or, like, literally stop and smell the roses. I'm allergic to flowers. I will not be doing that. But, like, as the figure of speech, like, stop, take a moment, and take it all in. Because I promise it'll be worth it in the end. Like, we have done so much stuff as a family since my dad's been diagnosed. Like, I can't even tell you how much stuff we done. We've, like, holidays are, like, up to the tens now because we do not miss a holiday. We celebrate every day like it's basically the last day on earth, and that's what you need to do because you never know what tomorrow may bring. I feel like if that's not how you're living life, then you should probably start. Don't be so worried about just being put on this earth to work and then die. Yes, work is important. Yes, school is important. Don't get me wrong. But do more than that. Travel. Go take a day with your friends or your children to whatever you guys like doing, whether it be the zoo or whether it be just going to the park. I know with COVID, a lot of this stuff is hard. I'm not saying to like go party all the time. I'm saying to just go enjoy things. Go laser tag. Go play laser tag. Go bowling. Go, I don't know, out to dinner with an old friend. But also protect your peace. Because I know sometimes drawing in a larger crowd makes more drama. And no matter what you have to do, you have to protect your peace. Your peace is your most important thing. And if you don't have it, then it makes you feel even more lonely and more stressed out. Just know who your friends are. I have 3 friends and a cousin that I can tell absolutely anything to, free of judgment, and that is all who I tell. And that's it. They're also the same people that I only hang out with. But on this note, like I said, live your life. Take it one day at a time. Make the most of it. I'll hopefully be back pretty soon because I've been sucking at doing this. So, y'all have a good day. Also, screw the FDA.